So this is an image from Francisco Badilla. Badilla. So I don't know why I fucking lost the minimal amount of knowledge I have on Spanish. Just there, Badilla, and is that Armadillo? Is that Guadalupe? No, Guadalupe. What about Man Shack? Sounds like a gay bar. Sounds like a gay leather bar. Okay, fuck shack. Can this thing do a loop-de-loop? So, a lot of times when I notice pictures on the internet, when I've been going through this whole weird projection thing, I'll notice things kind of like I do in real life in the trees. I'll notice like shapes and whatever in the projections. And the other things I notice is sometimes images, kind of like that picture that Megan Greenway has, Dad, which, by the way, Greenway is the name of the company that does the EHR for my for Red River Family Practices clinical and their EHR. So, and they're actually based out of Atlanta, I believe, or somewhere in Georgia, or one of their big offices is. I've never put any weight in that. I just think it's a coincidence in that alone, but they keep mentioning that. And they also keep doing these narrative stories, Dad, where you keep remembering that Megan's name on Facebook, the last name on Facebook, doesn't match her last name on her driver's license, and it's not like a maiden name remarried thing or married thing. And they keep trying to make her like appear sketchy in the narratives. I'm not saying that because I think she is. I'm just saying like they did a real strong push in a lot of narratives, acting like she was drugging you and making you forget and not telling you the truth, and actually in on the Gangstalkers and trying to like keep and like all this other stuff. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true or not. I can't even like worry about that. Like I don't have any more space. So like that is not really there, or it could be, and like, you know, whatever. But is that an overlay on my phone? And see, sometimes they look like numbers, you know, or shapes. And so sometimes you'll see like the thumbnails from my pictures at the Grove. There's, I think, a YouTube video of it as well. But I have a picture of like the thumbnails in Google Drive of the Grove. And sometimes when I do the thumbnail view, kind of like in YouTube videos, but all the pictures and videos, sometimes the artifacts appear more noticeable. And sometimes they appear to be like numbers or shapes or things that just aren't normal. And sometimes I do the videos or pictures of pictures and videos at the Grove that seemed like just normal videos of trees. Then things started poking out more. And then you started seeing things like, oh yeah, I remember when the yellow leaves in the trees. If you look at them, they look like they're like kind of like 8-bit pixel or whatever. They look like they're like they kind of look like they're like almost like construction paper beads. And they're like bees, buzz, buzz, buzz. And I think they can make like leaves turn like brown and green or yellow and orange by just frying them with electricity. But I could be wrong on that. So if they want to like, you know, put something in a tree, then, you know, then they, oh, let's make like these leaves like yellower. And over here, and it looks like the tree has like a couple of eye spots. Those are good eye starters. And then I'll notice like things that look like reflective glass. Like here. Those little wigglies and wavies. Sometimes they appear as reflective glass. And if I skew the image, it looks like, I don't know what this is like. Is that see, it looks like just another, you know, types of imagery. Like, I don't know what that's a reference to, or if it's turning something that's like famous. Like, come on. Again, this is a picture of a foresty or a woody area, like trails and trees. And now it looks like it's got like some sort of like, I don't know, Jack Frost or Elf Frost poster. And then it changes. Now it's a unicorn or something. There's a lot of unicorns lately. Keep hearing unicorn. Oh, you will never talk to any of them again. What are they expecting to? How would you know? Well, how could they? Why would they do that? We don't even know what they did or didn't. See, and then sometimes there's parts of the image that like, and they kept saying, well, you just fold it. And kept saying, I don't know if there's an image folder program, but I did actually look a long time ago for it. But like where there's like, You gotta squeeze things together, you know? But like, come on. Sorry. You see that? Come on. That look kind of like a skeleton, or maybe jack-o'-lantern, or I mean skull face, like right there. I'm trying to. This isn't skewing very well. Hold on. I'll do it this way. Nope, do it this way. Like locking monsters. All right. Kip's not doing clues or anything. Even if he sees like numbers and letters and stuff, he's writing them down because they change and it doesn't matter. And he is absolutely putting no effort in paranoid internet search terms. That is not a good use of his time. And he's not going to talk to anyone that he ever knew before. I can guarantee it. Well, you know, most of them. Most of the ones that were colleagues and supposed friends and family. He's never going to talk to him again. And Kip is not concurring with that, but he's not. That's a likely. I already know that. Why do you keep saying that? Because I want Kip to think that they know. That doesn't give him any hope. Yeah, so you see like there's parts of the image like here and here. Maybe it's natural. Oh, it looks like it says fag. We're like really early on at Extended Stay America, which has this acronym for emotional support animal, as does something else that was in the news recently, I think maybe about astrology or something, or asteroids. Asteroid things too. See that? Like, Kip doesn't know if this looks like this on other, like if someone has even the same type of phone screen or same device, like if Carrie looked at that and if he had like a note in it, or if, you know, will he see these artifacts? Or is this part of the overlay? He has no idea. He recorded this earlier and then he found out that there was no space on here. So now that's why he's doing a live stream. And he was like, oh no, the next time I go in there, all this really good evidence isn't going to be there anymore. Looks like a toilet back there. See, Kip didn't say that. I said that. Now it's going to look like kind of like a key or something like a handle. Like this is related to the things that happen in the tree sometimes, or the imagery that we put on the wall, because we take the same imagery. Oh, the Megan Greenway picture. Oh, Carrie, that picture that Megan Greenway did, like it looks kind of like it's a photo mosaic. And Kip had asked you like, or her, like, it looks like it's chopped up from like other imagery. And maybe it was a real image and you all were standing in those positions all at the same time. And it's just artifact and it's just manipulated in a way so that when you do something like this too, that it would have similar artifacting. But sometimes Kip is like, he doesn't know like the right way to do it. There's so many ways to do it and there's so many things. So that gave him an instant clue of like, well, Dad's probably seen that photo unless he doesn't, he might not get on Facebook at all. So he might not know about that photo. But he did send it. I think he did send it to him, but he didn't think anything bad of it. He thought, oh, they're aware of these things that I've been looking at as part of this thing, which may be totally unrelated to the Gangstalking thing, but it's just something that people have been doing, and like the Gangstalkers have been pointing out the whole time. So it's not. So it sort of got lumped in. It got married in to a bunch of things. You know, it looks like a person's head there. Carrie. This isn't camera noise. You know, that looks like a Lego Bartman or something, or Lego Bart Dracula or something. Oh, what's this over here? Oh, see how this changed? Oh, Barton's a slacker with jeans with stars all over them. Now it's changing, and this is going to be part of the hair. It's going to be like a messy girl's hair, right? Or it's going to say something like pork or borks or something. Isn't that weird? Like, you don't see this so much. This happens all the time in trees and on the walls and on the concrete. That's why you see all these videos of concrete and all these videos of like hardwood floors, Carrie. And you're like, why the fuck is Kip taking pictures of that and of cows and shit? This is why, because we do shit like this. So there's subtleties. And he's like, well, now I see that, and now I see that, and now I see that. And it's like the left eye and like the right eye. And it's like, Carrie, that is not camera noise. When you see him look in the mirror and you see those eyes that look like they're drawn on there, because they are drawn on there, not by Kip, but by us. That is 4K video, motherfucker. And that's not Kip talking, that's me. So don't get mad at him, even though you have no reason to. And you should be like groveling, even though he would never want you to. But he's never going to talk to you again, Carrie. And Kip is not agreeing with that or disagreeing with that. And that wasn't Kip that said that. I don't know why, because I don't care about Kip. And that wasn't sarcasm. Nope. And see, this is why he has like Alan's patio, because it would change subtly. And the concrete on the floors in the jail cells at when he was in jail, like they would change. And one of the cellmates saw them. There's already like, like stains on it and shit like that, and just kind of like, stuff in the clouds. But like he would, and he even drew on some of the pictures. Hey, there's that one image. It's like kind of looks like a profile of like a cartoon witch drawing. Like it's like a little rudimentary like witch or something like that, or elf. He's like, I saw that at one of the hotels. I think the not the candelabra, the what's the candle one? Anyway, he's like, I saw that same image there, like a couple weeks ago, or at the one of the last hotels I was at. He was like, I want to trace this just in case. It would say just in case they found it. He'd be like, I don't know where this came from, but I can't take a picture of the concrete floor. There's me some skin here or something. I'm like, look at this. Look at this. No, he's not doing anything like that. Well, not gone. I know. Got it. Don't. They have no say so on that. They're totally fine with it anyway, because it's not their business, and it's nothing to. It's not really different in the sense of it's not their business, and no one's going to argue with it, and no one's going to stop it, because they won't be involved with it. See, like that. All right. It's like an orgy of flesh parts. Not perverted yet. Well, there's some perversion there. Not at this angle. Right? All right. And this is going to turn into like cloud. Is it the big shoulder pad thing? Kind of looks like a cloud-like thing. Or Tifa, or whatever her name is. Tifa. It kind of looks like a Final Fantasy character. Here. And here, but incomplete. And then there's like other parts here. Is this an overlay, or is this in Google Maps for real? Or is this a projection on Kip's screen? See? Like, it's not just seeing shapes in the cloud. Okay. You know that. But look at that. Like, come on. That is not natural. I would say this is fine. Kind of. It changes. I was gonna say kid. I was gonna say kid. I was gonna say JK. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. That's perverted. Like, come on, motherfuckers. This is just foliage. This isn't, like, come on. Really? Really? It's not Jack, nor it's not him either. You're so fast at that. You know, like all of Kid's people. Oh no, that is absolutely not the case. There's no fucking way. Of course, there's no fucking way. You know. I know, and that wasn't sarcastic. Oh, is that a number? Ooh, what is that? Ooh, what's that? Ooh. Arr. Like, he won't. It's not meant for him. Yes, it is. I mean, it's meant for evidence. What does this have to do with Gangstalking? What did imagery in the trees have to do with his pain and Gangstalking? Well, these aren't the same things we put in the trees. Well, we don't usually put things of this style. We usually do the one that's like less obvious, like with the eyes, that like one's bigger than the other, and then like, oh, those aren't teeth; those are another row of eye-like things. But if you look at the eyes, they appear to be like teeth in our mouth. See? It's like, what the fuck? He's being projected onto a screen? Who knows? Oh, that's why it relates to him. Because he's probably, if Harry goes to the same place, he's probably not going to see that. Isn't it weird that it's just a coincidence that he went to Costa Rica, right? And that Leo has a hotel in Costa Rica? That's in the picture, I think. Nobody will know. See how it looks like a face or a body hanging upside down now? Like, oh my God. See, this is what was happening at the Grove Carry, either in trees in real life, because there's no difference between projections doing this on Kip's phone via software overlay or real projections on the surface of the screen, and or other things in the original photo, or projecting outside with projectors or through the walls on the inside. Same thing. These are just more noticeable. There's that. It looks like glass or clear stuff or whatever. Like, come on. Let me zoom out. No, I don't want to zoom out. No. You can't stretch to fit or with his fingers because it only takes the S Pen input. Ooh. It's an inch cloth thing. There's going to be a lot of people. I don't have any time wasted on them probably doing that. 18? Maybe. It'll change. Maybe it's good. Say something. Sounds like a toad now or something. See? Or a bird creature. Man, baby. And that person doesn't look like they have. Where's their leg? It's there. Their shoes are very similar to the rocks around them. Look at that. Look at those shapes that are in those images, or that's in those images. Like it looks like these like swirling, almost look like there's a swirling road. Look at that. What do you? I know. And you notice how like the videos carrying everybody else. It's like I'm one of the bad people speaking through Kip, and it's like you know how like it gets lighter and like. And you'll notice, like in his pictures, when there's shapes in the trees, or projections in the trees, like outside the hotel window, and in other cases, they'll and do that. And then there will be a different shape there sometimes. He's got some really good ones in those that he's overlooked, but you guys already knew the truth, and you're letting Kip suffer for no reason. Oh, they could lower it. No, it's not. All right. I'm so obsessed. Even the imagery above you is changing. I know, but he's not going to see. It looks like it says something. He's not going to try to figure it out because we can change it. I know. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Oh. Kip's hand doesn't shake that much. We were vibrating it. It's not Kip speaking. It's one of the horrible people speaking to Kip. The eyes right here. Damn it. Where'd we go? What the shit? looks like the Precious Dummies album. Afternoon, the coffee spoons for a second there. I know Kip, or a person speaking through Kip. We said that to Kip just now. I know, so why did you? I know. Seventh. One. Right. It's crazy, right? And it breaks into this is going to be like another smaller thing, or maybe it's going to be part of a motorcycle or a dog. Like, your screen goes dark really fast, Kip. Not that you're probably not frustrated with it yourself. Kind of looks like a bunny sideways, or a woman. Oh, okay. And see how there's eyes here and eyes here, and the mouth could kind of be an eye, especially with this thing right here. Kip has explained that in other videos, or we have through Kip. And see, like, look, that's like a little character right there with the face. Interesting. I don't know if this would be seen on my dad's side. I know it would now that I did a video of the video, but I'm like, dude, shut up. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what anyone said. I don't care. I don't want to know. I don't want to announce. I don't want anything announced. God damn, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Second stupidest group of people in the world. Like, do you think this is fucking funny? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, so I go back and forth with their, help. Like, he's got to know. I was like, well, why with this picture? Well, he went to Costa Rica, he went to Costa Rica, and there's like an obvious, like, it's obvious bullshit in there. What does this have to do with Gangstalking? We do the same bullshit happens in the trees. We just use less obvious imagery so that when Kip shows it again, it's like, oh, well, that's harder to see because it's not super, super obvious. It's like, oh, there's two dots, and but he does have some pretty good pictures of trees with like pretty clear faces of them. His YouTube channel icon is a stop sign with a literal face on it, and there's other cartoon characters in the houses behind it, and the channel banner behind it. So it's like, Carrie, you looked at that for how long? And he'll still pretend or actually not believe Kip or us, or he's like, nope, camera noise. Dad, it kind of looks like a face, right? Look in the Google documents or look in the video, play it the slowest speed possible. You'll see other faces morph onto it. Yeah, it's imperfect, but it's like, that's how we get people to not believe like the images aren't really that because they're messy enough or fucked up enough to where they're like, that's just noise, or that's just your interpretation of it. And it's like, really? There's a lot of things that are kind of like that, right? Like an alarming number of them. Oh, this is your interpretation of that. There's too many of those. Here we go again. I don't think they do know. And we do this all day long with Kip. Kip is not worried about it in the sense of like, he's not thinking about it over and over and over again. We're just telling him over and over again, and he can't not hear it because it's a forced audio transmission to his head via voice to skull, which is a real thing, which Carrie then flipped on and said it wasn't. And then Kip was like, no, it is. Oh yeah, I'm going to tell you that same thing that probably isn't true from like way back when. Dad, that has no, that's not acknowledging. So you do believe that it's real now. So you flip flop, and then you're actually like, it is real. I know, it is real. I've told you it is real this whole time. You keep forgetting it. He's never going to forgive his father. That's what they say. Pretty much everything that's coming out of Kip's mouth right now, pretty much 100% of it, is coming from the Gangstalking/Cherish group, because voice to skull technology can be used to manipulate to a large degree the words that come out of someone's mouth. And if you're like, how does that work? Well, one thing that's interesting is that when you hear someone speak and they have to clear their throat, and you feel like you have to clear your throat too, that's kind of basically what it is. When you hear something and think of something, the same signals of when you speak something there's two that go to your voice box area or larynx area that they're working on early, very, very, very low success, very progress right now with 2 microphones or chips placed down there. I think on the outside, both of them, I can remember who has a patent on one of them. And there's another signal that goes to the bones in your head, and there's bone conducting microphones, bone conducting microphones that sit in the back of the ears that can literally record that. But we keep making kids skeptical on that because he saw a commercial on that in an ad, and for people that needed to take transcription notes or like in a very loud area or in a way that was like for secure data and secure information, if you're in an elevator there with other people that don't want to hear that, they can just barely not even whisper it and not even vocalize it. But the same signals that go through your head and into your throat for speaking are still sent there when you think in conscious vocabulary of whatever languages you know, and when you hear people speak, because when you hear them, you have to think of what they said. So the skull kind of skips it. It skips some of the audio parts because the ear can hear microwaves in a way that is faster than the acoustic, I think. Like if you were hearing someone talk on a phone, you'd be like, okay, they said that, blah, 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 blah. And blah, 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 blah. There'd be like, a gap and a listen and a tell in spurts. With voice to skull, it's like real time.